LEGO City construction theme is back in all its glory and I really love these sets. Just look at this. But before I tell you what's so special about them, let me quickly walk you through the development of the City series over the past few years, which, it must be said, have not been the best years. If you want to skip directly to the set review, use the timestamp in the video. The LEGO City series played a huge part in my childhood before I returned to building as an adult LEGO fan. I remember that the sets I owned were of course designed primarily for children, but they weren't overly exaggerated like they are now. Similar to the issues with Speed Champions, which I discussed in the previous episode, they were too colorful and had unrealistic shapes. Fortunately, we are now seeing more signs that the designers of the LEGO City series are changing their approach, best exemplified by the two newest sets from the construction site sub-theme. Guys, just tell me, aren't they beautiful? As soon as I saw the first pictures of these sets, I knew I had to buy them as soon as they are released. We'll start the review with the smaller one, the 60420 construction excavator. In both cases, I will evaluate the overall look, functionality and building techniques. The 60420 set consists of 633 pieces and has a retail price of just under 55 euros, but it can already be found for around 47 euros. The box features very attractive graphics that immediately caught my eye. Building the set took me about an hour and it was really well spent time. The excavator looks great. In my opinion, the designers chose perfect color scheme reminiscent of real-life machinery. The vehicle is set on two tracks and I must admit I'm surprised at how smoothly they work. I think it's due to these wheels with tires that ensure proper friction between the elements. Of course, building the tracks is a bit of a pain. One side consists of 41 individual pieces. The upper part of the vehicle can rotate 360 degrees and the entire structure is mounted on a ball joint element which is supposed to give the cockpit a better suspension. The rear of the vehicle has a nice rounded design using the snot technique which ensures the sides fit perfectly with the back. The sticker with an elephant head interestingly reflects the logos of the real construction equipment companies. The sharp shapes were achieved with new bright light orange tiles. On top there's a hatch providing access to a nicely built engine. The excavator's cockpit deserves special prize. Luckily, the designers opted for white windows instead of the very common light blue ones used in the LEGO City series. Additionally, the front features two bars, adding necessary character to the vehicle. Inside the cabin, there's a small printed 1x1 tile showing a simple control panel and two levers. The excavator arm achieved the right shape using simple flat hinges and relatively new 3x1 rounded plate. The hydraulic elements were built using this particular piece. Between this piece and the bar inside, there's a friction suitable for proper use of the excavator. The arm allows up and down movement and can be bent in two places. I think the movement of this model is very realistically replicated. Additionally, there are some decorative elements including free stickers with the vehicle's logo and weight. Interesting details. The set includes three very pleasant minifigures. Two of them are regular construction workers. I must admit, I really like the new design of the construction workers' uniforms. The newly introduced reddish-orange color perfectly fits the theme. Moreover, the figures have very interesting protective helmets with hair and headphones. The third figure is the construction manager. He's built from rather standard, not very interesting parts, but the blueprint he holds, depicting another set from the City series, deserves a special attention. It's a really nice touch by the designers. The set also includes two terrain obstacles, spare parts for the figures, and a handful of building materials. I rate the vehicle's appearance at 9, functionality at 8, and building techniques at 7, giving us an average of 8 out of 10. The construction excavator set offers great value for a relatively low price. It was an hour of excellent fun. Good job, LEGO! It's long, it's tall, and it has a toilet with the construction manager inside. Is this some kind of prank? No, it's the 60409 mobile construction crane consisting of approximately 1100 pieces. The set retail price is just under 110 euros. Expensive. Fortunately, like the excavator, it can already be found cheaper, for 94 euros. The box is quite large and designed in a relatively new way, allowing for flat storage of our boxes. The artwork on the packaging looks very good and definitely encourages the purchase of this set. Building the vehicle took me about 2 hours. Where to start? Oh yes, it's long and tall. The crane reaches a full 48 centimeters in length and can extend to a height of up to 68 centimeters. However, it's surprisingly narrow, but I think this is justified by the width of the roads we use in our LEGO series. The machine looks really good from all angles. Like the excavator, The main color of the construction is bright light orange. The vehicle consists of 4 modules set on 16 massive wheels. The first module, the driver's cabin, is very neatly done. The minimalist lights and warning signs are perfectly chosen. The cabin fits 2 figures who have a simple steering wheel and control panel at their disposal. The very interestingly built mudguards deserve special attention, fitting perfectly with the 2x1 slope on the side. The front part of the vehicle also has stickers with the manufacturer's logo and some details depicting the engine. The second module mainly serves as a transporter for the supports that provide the vehicle with proper stability. The legs extend at an angle of about 45 degrees and their movement is controlled by the previously mentioned hydraulic elements. The next part is definitely the highlight of this set, the crane arm model. Like the excavator, the entire model can rotate 360 degrees and is mounted on a ball joint that provides additional suspension. The rear part of the model has space for 4 10-ton counterweights and pads for the crane supports. Wow, they are really that heavy! The operator's cabin is much smaller than in the excavator, but there's still room for minimalist lights and levers. The interior space is just enough for 1 figure. I have to say that I don't know why it wasn't permanently attached with a pin. Maybe you have any ideas? Let me know in the comments. By the way, subscribe to my channel and leave a like. The arm was built with large orange elements I haven't seen before. Here too you can find very aesthetically pleasing stickers. The arm is capable of 3 movements. The first is up and down movement made possible by these long elements with small protrusions that allow locking the movement at a certain height. Unfortunately, due to its weight, in some circumstances, you need to use the additional log stored on the bottom. I think it was necessary for a structure of this size and I don't see it as a downside. The next movement is extending the arm. This is possible using a knob on the side of the vehicle. The arm, when fully extended, is really long and it's necessary to use the logs and supports mentioned earlier. The last movement is lowering and raising the hook line. For this we use the second knob. The mechanism is very simple and works very smoothly. And now the most important. The set also includes a very interestingly, comfortably built toilet. Am I the only one who thinks LEGO has an obsession with toilets? The last model is the rear of the vehicle, which is almost identical to the second model. It also mainly serves as a base for the supports. The distinguishing feature is the rear bumper of the vehicle, marked with warning plates and lights. The set includes 3 minifigures, 2 construction workers and a female project manager. The worker figures are built from the same elements as the figures from the excavator set. An extra detail is the print of the safety glasses and an alternate face expression for the female figure. As for the project manager figure, who is clearly having some digestive issues today, the only cool element is the helmet with her. Additionally, like the figure from the first set, she holds a blueprint of another set, which is set to be released on June 1st, the roller coaster. Perfect detail. I rate the crane's appearance at 8, functionality at 9, and building techniques at 7, giving us the same average as excavator. 8 out of 10. Both sets provided me with a lot of fun, and if I had to decide again about purchasing them, I would definitely do it. The excavator and crane offer a lot of fun for both young and older LEGO fans. There's nothing left for you to do but to buy them as soon as possible.